So hello, it's about that time for our weekly stream. I am Riho and I am a game developer working on a game called Office Management 101. So that is what the stream will be about today as well. While I'm making some last minute preparations here. We can talk about what's been going on since last week. So first of all, last week I redid the system in the game that loads the head sprites into the game and combines them into the characters. So I made the systems so it's easier for me to now make new heads. So that's why I'll be pixeling some character head sprites today. But what else? On my front, I've been working on the game editor a bit more in the week since then. Oh yeah, sad news. Last week I mentioned the local links that we have here, and apparently it was found dead about the same time I was streaming last week. And they did an autopsy on it, but since the results of it were behind the paywall, I couldn't see exactly what happened, but it seems it was probably malnutrition related. The lynx was still young and wasn't able to hunt properly on his own, so that's why he or she hung around the down where I'm living at, and was just eating whatever it found laying around. But apparently that was not enough, so yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Whiskers, like we've been calling him on our stream here. Obviously, also a lot going on in the world with the coronavirus spreading and Italy closing down major parts of its country, so stay strong there, and hopefully you'll be able to make through it. Unfortunately, a lot of other countries will be facing the same struggle in the near future. Here in Estonia we've had 10 cases so far that have been reported, and all of them have been imported from other countries, so there's no confirmed cases of local spread yet. But on the other hand, I'm not sure they're even testing people that have not come from the hot zones. So, you know, there might be some spread already, but we're just not aware of it yet. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, also the economy taking a downturn is another problem on top of it all. And we'll see how the world will cope with that. Anyway, not to get too depressing here on the stream, which was not my intention. Let's get to drawing then. Here we go. And yeah, I took a photo earlier to post on Twitter. But I also might use this photo for reference when I'm drawing the heads. So this was the sprite sheet that we worked on last time. And there's also this one. So first of all, I think I'll start by making a sort of a template head sprite that doesn't have any features, so to say. So it's going to be just a bald head and I don't know, maybe not even eyebrows, or perhaps like some default eyebrows then. But yeah, my head was a feature or a sprite that was requested in some of the previous streams. So that's why I wanted to do that. What else? Oh yeah, before I get into all this, I forgot to mention that I switched over the software that I'm using to stream. So this is the first time that I'm streaming in Streamlabs instead of OBS. So the interface is different and it's going to take some time to get used to it. I also imported the settings from OBS, but some of the settings got messed up in the process. So hopefully everything works, fingers crossed. But we'll see. What else? Like I don't know if the widgets and stuff that I set up work properly yet, but anyway, one of the nifty features of Streamlabs is the widgets that I can add. So previously, a lot of times I missed when someone followed the channel and I did not shout it out. So, you know, sorry for anyone who was hoping for something. So anyway, I set that up now, so if anyone new follows us now, something like this should pop up. So it's a text with a name and the flailing arms guy from one of our games, Don't Die You're Cool, that I also played on stream a few streams back. So that sprite was drawn by my brother for another kind of an event, the AGS adventure game system. It's a game engine that community has yearly award shows, which are live, but in a game form. so it's like a fun thing. I haven't seen really any other game engines do something like that. So anyway, two of our games were nominated for it last year, and my brother Raimo, he made some special sprites for that, so people who joined the award show could choose their avatar character to hang around with, and that flailing arms guy was one of that. What else? And there's other kinds of notifications. Some of them are for streamers who have already not partnered, but what's the word, affiliated with Twitch. They also have some nifty features in the platform, like where people can subscribe to them with a small amount of money to support the streamer, and there's other stuff like that, but I didn't set those up. But there are things like raiding, which looks like this. So when another streamer is about to wrap up their stream, they can direct their viewers towards some other channel, and then now that notification would show up. Sorry, but also there now are some chat comments. Let's see, one of them is this. What else? There's also other social media comments like Twitter. Let's see what else. YouTube. Let me check the list. Twitter, oh yeah, Discord. So previously I was always mistyped that. Previously I was always searching around for the links, now they're conveniently available here. Like OM11, what is it? Oh, and also, last but not least, Curator, which links to my curation list, that I use to recommend some games, but also to experiment with the Steam curation feature in the first place. And I've been gaining a few followers last week, which is nice. So I don't know if it's because I add games almost daily now, or something else, but you know, I am kind of running short on games that I can recommend though. So to be honest, some of the games that I add to the list I have not even played myself, but I've maybe checked some YouTube videos of them or such. So I have like a general idea what the game's like. So anyway, enough about all that stuff. Should instead be drawing now. So let's start by saving this into a new file. And then actually I wanna copy paste these over. Oh hey, APL is now following. Did you like unfollow and follow again? Because I think you were following already. But anyway, thank you. By the way, the sound effect that plays during it is the bathroom flushing sound from Office Management 101. I may change the sounds eventually, but I thought it was kind of most suitable from the game right now. So, whoops. Also, I have a damn it. I have a slight cough, but I don't think it's the virus. It's just it's something else. So APL says that's why you need more sound effects. You mean in the game? Yeah, I definitely do. But sound effects are they're hard. They're hard to do. Even though I actually taught sound design or game sound design in a school a few years back, but still, I'll get to it eventually. But probably I won't do that on the stream. So, anywho, damn it, here. So let's draw this bald guy. And I don't know, what about the eyebrows? Just go pure black right now. I kinda don't like the palette of this, or at least this color. So is this different? Okay, it's the same. Something like this maybe. Yeah, this will do. So this would be like a template, but I know this jawline kinda is starting to look like a bear to me right now. So what if I try some other colors there? This is the same color. And there might not be any on this one. Well, let's leave it like that, and the eye color I want to change as well into something, I don't know, blue. I might as well use this one. So now I'm gonna copy this and flip it over. Oh, where is it? Here. Then I can delete this one. And then the back of the head. So let's copy this then. Throw it over here. And then delete this old one. And I should also replace the colors. Here. Here. And that's it. So how big can the head actually be? Oops. And still be functional in the game? Like height-wise, it can be pretty tall. So like probably like this even. So it's let me open a full body sprite so I can display how it would work. Say this for example. So the sprite is 64 pixels high. There's room for the head for pretty much half of it. So that's, I guess, how high the head can be on the sprite, although I guess you'd have to take into account the height of the walls as well. So if it would be too high over that, it might cause some issues when drawing it all. But I've not really experimented with it, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it should be fine to make it at least twice as high as it is right now. Besides that, width, although the sprite width is 32 pixels, if you make it that wide, there definitely will be some drawing issues when the character is walking between the tiles. So there's some limits there too, but it can be at least the body width and possibly a bit more. So yeah, maybe about twice the size as well. So when we put all that together, maybe something like this could be the maximum size. But yeah, it would need some experimentation to see how it works. So it's a lot more than you thought. Yeah, when I originally designed the system, I tried to take that into account. The fact that maybe I'd want to have some bigger sprites as well. So this angle is a bit more complicated. So like Would you be able to see the eyebrows from this angle? Maybe. And if so, then this part would be this. The eyes would be here, but those you won't see. The ears. Would be about here, I guess. So maybe I'll make something like this here. So I'm not sure how exactly I should be texturing this. Oh yeah, I also noticed something, that I should remove these pixels here. And put them here instead. Like this. Should probably try to paste this on a body, and then it might be easier to draw it. Let's see, I had the suit guy somewhere. Here it is. Kinda looks like an alien in a way, I don't know why. You sort of can't tell that it's a head. How would I go about fixing it? So I probably made the neck too high here. Although it would be about here. But if the jaw is down here, then maybe I should add a few pixels around here instead. I think it's starting to look better. But this area still needs some work. Oh yeah, I've also been looking for some other streams that would do the kind of things that I've been doing, and I haven't really found that many. There are a few that seem to do pixel art, but at least around the times where I've checked in, there are like maybe 3 or 4 or something like that that do stream. So I do wonder how much demand there even is for such things. On the other hand, you know, throughout the weeks that I've been doing these streams, there's always been like steady kind of growth. And I do think that if I did it more often, like twice or maybe 3 times a week, I would gather new viewers faster, probably, at least I think. But I'm not sure that I'm quite up to it, because then it would take a lot of time out of doing other things. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably fine the way I've been doing it. I mean, today again we might not have that many viewers right now, but there's still some, and that's nice. I'm glad and thankful. But yeah, I can't quite figure out how to do this. So I'm gonna see some other heads for reference here. What about this one? The hair kind of helps. To frame this part. But since there is no hair, I mean, on the other hand, it doesn't even have to be perfect because it's just a template. Although, you know, when I do end up adding it, or when I do end up creating it, I might as well add it into the game too, right? Oh, I'm liking this. That might be it. Kind of wish this pixel here was lighter, but not as light as this one. Or I could color this whole thing. And that might actually be the solution for all these problems. Yep. I think this is it. So we have that angle done. That leaves the last one. So let's flip this, copy this. And here it is. And now some of these colors need rearranging. Here and here. Probably gonna have to leave this lighter spot here after all. Even though from the lighting perspective it wouldn't make sense, but I need it to be recognizable somewhat, right? But let's play around with it a bit more. I mean, I could just go like this. But that's kind of a mess. So I guess whatever, we'll leave it like this. It's fine. And then paste it over here. And that's the head template done then. Wait, merge. Then save. Now I do feel like nitpicking a little bit here. Like this. And then let's start drawing my own head. Assuming I can even pull that off. So how do I get the reference image? So it's visible at all times. I'm not sure what's a good method for that. I mean, I could paste it here somewhere, but then it would be too zoomed in. Could put it on another display. Or can also try and resize it and see what that gets me. Like if I take it down to what, 10%, 5%, 2% even. And that's too much, but 5. It's weird. I can use the resampling filter of best quality. That's kind of better. Perfect, says APL there. Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess I could take colors from here though. Although that just purely depends on the lighting. Much paler. Yeah, you're right though. I am much paler in real life, and also, yeah, you can see it on the webcam. So I guess this level of paleness is more correct. I can also take a screenshot from OBS. So are these colors better? So what size would you go for? Say 20%. Those are my true colors. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah. The empty layer was the one that I pasted. But that's way too pink. Is there something that isn't as pink? So this was okay, then what? How about this? Nope. That's too dark, but could go for this one. Then something in between, maybe this. And then make it a little bit darker. So like that. So let's undo this mess and actual size. So my hair is black pretty much, although it has been getting a little bit lighter. Recently, in recent years, and I even do get some gray hair every now and then, like this, like small strands of gray hair. So mostly I like to keep my hair short. Right now it's actually longer than I like to have it. So I will probably shave it maybe this week, maybe next week. So I don't know if I should make the haircut reflect that. Or should I make it the way it is now? But yeah, I'm starting to get bad hair in the morning, and you know, it's it dries longer after showers and whatnot, so that's why I like to keep it short. This is the classic Riho face. We all know which one. You mean the one I have right now, or what? Oh, okay. I guess it makes sense because this is what it's been like for the past few weeks or a month or so. So fine, let's keep it like like I have it right now then. So my hair is starting to get a bit thinner up around this area. So how would I show that in here? More forehead. Yeah, I do agree. This, the way it is right now, it kind of looks longer than mine is in reality. Also, when I can't see it on either of these pictures. When I let my hair grow and I don't cut it, then it grows on the side. So I guess that's what this was supposed to mean. This is more complicated than I thought it would be. So also in the back it grows further than that, so maybe here. So I don't want to put this pixel here because this would make it look like it's longer than it is. But something's off this way though. My eye brushes, I guess, are not that thick. So maybe this part should be more lighter like this. Maybe I should make the head thinner actually. I'm looking at my site profile on OBS. Or Streamlabs, which is what I have now. So you wouldn't really see my hair from the side here. But this also looks kind of weird. Like there should be something here after all. Or how about this? It's also weird how the eyes pop out of my head this way. Okay, what are some other features that I can work on? Well, classes, those are separate. So I actually should be showing myself without them. But then I can't see. What about lip color? And that's not it. Well, either way, I'm gonna have to take some artistic liberties here. because this area is or this resolution is definitely too small. Lighter brown hair, you say? I guess. Yeah. My hair used to be really black when I was younger, but like I mentioned, it's been getting lighter over the years. This is even blacker. Though I should use, we leave it for reference, just in case. That's probably too light though, but I'll change it. I just want to add some sort of noise here. I think we're slowly starting to get somewhere here. So how's that for a haircut? still feel like this part could be done better. Maybe I should put something here to make the sides even longer. They're not that long right now, but sort of do put more emphasis on that part. Yeah, that's probably too much after all. So about that. For the haircut. The face itself still needs some work though. Pretty good, says APL. Well, thank you. I do try, and you've been really helpful in getting the feedback in. One thing that I miss out on in this resolution is the expressions that I can do with the mouth, because this is just ridiculous, right? This wouldn't work either. I used this kind of a mouth for one of the female heads, but that's not what I want to do here either. So yeah, there aren't really many options that I can have here. This wouldn't be right either. This is nonsense. So it'll have to be like this, I guess. I mean, I could move it up and down. Well, not up, but down at least. And that would make the character a bit different. But that's not quite it either. Also, in theory, I can change the shape of the head a little. This is kind of weird. But yeah, my face isn't really that long. Integrianium, oh sorry if I butchered your name. Thanks so much for following, and I'm so glad that these notifications pop up now. Let me try your name again. Integrianium, that's such a complicated name. Let me call you I guess Int. Is Int fine? Can I call you Int? But yeah, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I appreciate it. So what we're doing here, if you haven't seen before, is drawing sprites for Office Management 101, which is a game that I'm working on. And I have this nifty command now. Which shows the link to the game, also Steam. So, you know, go check that out. I'll later show what the head looks like in the game, but what I'm drawing is my own face in pixel art. and it's been proving to be more complicated than I thought originally. But it's coming along a little. Anywho, APL said try making it longer but move down the eyes and ears. So basically make this part longer is what you mean. But still I think that makes it too long. So no. Eye color. Actually, I'm not sure what color my eyes are. Somewhat grayish, bluish, I think. Can I see on this one? It's too small here, but kinda has a gray. No, it seems like it has a green tint here, but that's not right. But it doesn't. It's the hue is brown instead. I don't know why it looks green to me here, next to these other colors. But yeah, these are too yellowish oranges, so that's not quite right either. I think it would be something like this. And let's try with glasses. Now glasses are a separate object in the game. Let's see. These are sunglasses, but here they are. Although my glasses would be a bit smaller, I guess. Oh hey, I set it up so that Streamlabs also shares the link to this, no, to the game on Steam, but there was like an interval how often it does it, and this was the first time, so I'll need to check that configuration over again later, but also it seems to have posted it both on Twitch and Mixer, but not on YouTube. I wonder why. Maybe YouTube doesn't support bots the same way as Twitch and Mixer do. Or maybe I've missed something there. Anyway, I was saying that in reality my classes would be smaller. So I guess like this, but that kinda looks weird. And when I bring it down, I think this would be the best option. But the thing is that right now the glasses are always drawn on like a specific position, which is 1 pixel higher. So I did do a sort of Y coordinate system for the heads, which I might have to make for the glasses too, or alternatively I could make 2 versions of the glasses, and one would be just 1 pixel lower. So I'm not sure. Also, I think the frame should be darker, otherwise it blends in with the hair too much. But I'll work that out of the stream, probably. So let's remove these glasses and remove this. And while it didn't come out perfect, I mean, if I didn't tell you that it's me, then you wouldn't probably guess, but it's good enough. That actually reminds me more of one of my old co-workers from way back. And he didn't look like me at all, if we're comparing. So anyway, now I wanna do the rotated versions. Actually, I might as well just copy it all. Then flip it. And then paste it. I will move some of these colors around. But other than that, it should be fine. So, now that that is done, comes the hard part, which is the back side of the head. Oh yeah, it's also a bit higher than the bald head was. What I'm doing here is comparing the height of facial features. Like if the eyes are on this height, then they would be on the same height on this angle. So this pixel probably wouldn't be visible from the back, right? But this one would be. So that's what I did here. Or would it be this part? Let's see what I did with the other heads. Okay, here I put hair. Same here. Same here. So I guess I could do the same. But then somehow it looks different. I mean, some of these higher parts probably should be emphasized on the back angle too. what will I do here? My hair kind of tends to curl from the back to the front, I guess. So I don't know, something like this maybe. Again, I need to check some of the others. This one ends higher. Same with this. So there is a little bit of neck visible. I guess then I'll add some here too. Then probably some noise and patterns here. Not liking it completely yet. So how's that? Or should I make this part like this? Yeah, that's probably better. Also, I can try removing these pixels here. Then what happens? Yeah, I guess that's fine. So now let's flip it. And there it is. Although I do want to replace these colors here and add some darker pixels on this side. And these are unnecessary. So yeah, I guess it's time to check what it looks like in a game. So, some of you might have already seen the file where I define the heads and other body parts. But let's look it up. It's in presets and character parts. So this one was male 6, but I also made the template head that I want to check as well, so that's number 5 and 6. I'll also copy these, which makes sure that the head is placed in the right spot. And let's launch the game then. New game. So this is the bald head. Yeah, I'll probably I'd probably not include it in the random character generation. I guess I can leave it for character customization option like it is here, but Anyway, so this would be me. Still don't have the proper black bands for the suit though. Should do that as well. Looks fine, says APL. Do you mean the bald one or this one? Okay, well thanks. So let's get him to work. Look for new employees. Yeah, the glasses are different still though. But other than that, I think it came out pretty okay, yeah. So now, the question is, and that will depend on you guys. I'm gonna come up on the 2-hour mark, which is my usual stream time, but lately I've been doing it longer. So, if you guys are still willing, I will draw another head, and if not, then we'll wrap it up here and I'll do that next time. So now's the time to pitch in on that. And if I do draw another one, then what? What should the head be? Whose face should I draw? So APL says he'll keep the stream on if you do more. Okay. But I think I still have at least another hour in me. Meaning that I'm not too tired yet. So if we do figure out what we will draw, then I can keep going. I'm gonna check over some chat meanwhile though, like what's going on Discord. Some virus talk, some stock talk. I'll read that more deeply later. So, okay. Let me close the game then. Let's check what types of faces do I have in the game right now, and then we can figure what is missing, like glaringly. So we have this old guy, sort of a bossy stereotype, and then there's more like a programmery stereotype. Then this guy with long hair. You know what? One thing we don't have is a sort of a monster figure or an animal figure for the male characters, because the female ones do have one. Let's see if I can find it. Was it this one? No. This one. So it's sort of a alien or orc kind of a monster. So I could add something like that. Also, I can check what some of the original sketches looked like. And maybe there's some ideas there. What are these files? Okay. A lynx-like monster in honor of Mr. Whiskers. I really like that idea. That is very good, yes. And actually I might go for it indeed. But I'll quickly check over the sketches that I had. If I can find it. So these were the original ones. As you can see, this one is already in the game, and so is this one. This one isn't, and this one would be kind of a different deal in the first place. Interesting though is that this guy has bigger eyes. So yeah, we might do some of these in some other stream, but let's try to do the links then, if I figure out how to do it. So let me Google some links references. There's a good image on Wikipedia. looks magnificent. Mr. Whiskers definitely didn't look this healthy. I wonder if I can find an image of Mr. Whiskers as well. There's an image of him being dead, and I don't want to show that because that's too sad, but there might be an image of him being alive still. There's a blurry one, but let's see. This was a few days before he died. Yeah, but I can't find any better images of him right now. So anyway, unfortunately, Mr. Whiskers didn't live long enough to become magnificent like this. But let's say he's gonna be like that in heaven. So let's draw him based on this image. So I can close these pics of me, and I can close this one, also this one, this one, this, and this. We don't also need these anymore. This we can keep for testing. So I'll also make a copy of this and resize it to be smaller so I can get some colors from here. Best quality should be fine. Let's go with 5%. Maybe that's too small. Then how about 8? That's fine, I guess. So what's like the base color? Something like this. Should open the ball bald head and draw over that. Well, this looks awkward. So this will be male 7. So I'll put these colors on the side here for reference. But this one color is not correct though. Here. So let's ignore the rest now and concentrate on this one. Might still change this. Should be a bit darker, but not this dark. So what should I start with even? The shape of the head, I guess. Which would be wider than a human's maybe, but also smaller on the height. Oh, hello Edwin. What I'm drawing now is a lynx head in the honor of the famous lynx that used to hang out around our town here for months until it was found dead, unfortunately, last week. So it was sort of a local celebrity here, and on the Discord and in the streams here we gave it the name Mr. Whiskers. So that is what I'm trying to draw here. So I'm gonna make the head a bit smaller. But wider on the sides. The eyes or yellowish, I guess. Not sure how to do those though. How did I do it with the alien? Those are single pixels as well. 2 pixels between them, so it's kind of the same, except maybe more like this. Never really drawn an animal head before, so I'm not even sure how that would work, but we'll figure it out somehow. So the mouth is usually the most recognizable part when drawing a cat-like figure. So I don't know, it would be something like this. Or I don't know, I've totally forgotten how I've drawn cats before. I think I need to try it out on paper for a moment. I'm also out of post-it notes. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't come out like anything either. I guess to the Google it is then. Cat drawing. How do other people do it? Okay. Now I kind of get it. So I'm not gonna show it, but so it would be something like this, right? I don't know if you can see it on the camera. But how would I do that in pixel art though? So a few pixels here. Maybe like this then. Yeah, I guess that's something like what I had in mind. Although it looks more lion-y than like a lynx. But we'll see. When you add the ears, it will look like a cat probably. We'll see. Yeah, hopefully. So, what are the ears like? I guess you can rotate them quite a bit. But this version would be better for pixel art here, I guess. So what colors are there on the nose? It's a bit darker. And the mouth. There's quite a bit of white down here too, so should add that. So would be lighter on the neck side as well. So the ears actually are pretty dark at the top. There's also this brownish yellowish color on the sides of it. So probably do it like this. So what about between the eyes? I think this is just the way the light falls on the face, and not the fur being lighter between the eyes. But there's white around the eyes though. But if I do add it, then it will look like this part of the eye. What's it called? Well, the white of the eye. So that's not quite it either. So there's also black streaks and spots. I don't know if I can do those. That's too dark. So I'm not sure what to do with the ears though. It kinda looked weird when they were on the same height. But also looks weird when they aren't. Do you have a preview up somewhere what it looks like zoomed out? No, I just zoom out like this and then zoom back in. It definitely looks better zoomed out right now. But I feel like I want to add some of these golden colors somewhere. Like maybe on the side. Because it would look a bit more I guess magnificent that way. Kind of a war painting. So I kind of wonder if I should move the eyes here after all. Nah. I think I want to make the eyes a bit more saturated. To make them pop out more. It's starting to come together, I feel like. ears though. Something's off about them. Also, I think it's still wider on the side. So more like this. Somehow I should do that on the other side as well. Yeah, that's better. Cool cat. Yeah, indeed. Can't actually draw whiskers on him though. something I noticed right now watching the OBS mic levels. Even when I'm quiet, there seems to be some kind of an sound that it picks up. So is there some noise in the background or something? Because I can't hear it myself unless, let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure what it would be. What if I turn off the music for a moment? Nope, still. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. So I feel like it's almost finished, but I'm gonna test it out on a body to see what it looks like there, and I might move some pixels around on top of the head as well, but let's test it first. So where was that body that I used earlier? So it would be like this then. But also should try with some other bodies too, because the neck part is kind of different on the suit. Actually, that's a problem in the game that I have to solve somehow. Because right now that part is not drawn properly, because the game assumes every neck part is like this, but the suit one is 1 pixel higher. Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. That is looking good. So just have to figure out what I'm gonna do up here. If anything. could also remove some pixels here and see what that looks like. Like this, maybe. Thing is, I don't know how hats would work with it right now. But I think I'm gonna have to make sort of customizations on that front anyway. So maybe I'll have like a way to define some exceptions in this file. So maybe some heads can't wear certain hats, and sometimes the hat might be a little bit different for one head than the others, and something like that. Yeah, I think it's done now. So let's flip it and then turn it around. I have no idea how I'm gonna do the back side for it though. That is going to be a challenge. But right now I'm very happy that I kept going with the stream. Because otherwise I never would have done this. And APL says you're welcome. Yeah, thank you very much for that idea for Mr. Whiskers. I already want to see what it looks like in the game, so let's try that out. But you did make it harder to choose this head or the Riho one with the suit for the Okay, so you don't know which one to choose from. Why not both? So you can use my face for the janitor or something, and then put the Link's head on the CEO. Because let's be honest, Lynx deserves to be the CEO. Well, look at that. Let's try some accessories. This would be the sunglasses, I think, but you can barely see anything. Normal glasses, those look awesome. I like that. The head is kind of off. So like I said, I'll probably need to adjust the head, so it would be 1 pixel lower, I guess. Oh, this looks glorious. You say the head is a bit off. If I move the head up, then the glasses wouldn't match up. And if I move the head to the left 1 pixel, then there would be the same problem with glasses and also with the body. So yeah, it doesn't have a neck, but I think that's fine. It's more like hunched like this, but I think that's okay. Because it's a lynx, so you know, why not? Yeah, that's what a cat in clothes would look like. I guess I could and should recolor the hands there. Cat in a suit. So now let's try and figure out what it would look like from the back. So first of all, this would be the height of the head. It does not have eyebrows, or not exactly. There are these darker parts here, but this pixel would go here. So I guess I can put a darker part here. And this is where the eyes go. So the jawline is somewhat lower. But I'm not sure if I should draw that though. Something's off here though. I guess I could add this pixel here instead. And actually this part of the head wouldn't even show. And the ears then. I think I'm just gonna try and copy paste. So would it be like this then? What's the width between the ears here? It's 6 pixels and this is also 6 pixels. Whoops. Keep missing some of the shortcuts because the microphone is and the microphone's pop killer is blocking my view to the keyboard. So sometimes I need to like peek over it to see better. How can I be so good at this? So good at what? Missing keyboards? Pixel art. Thanks. I don't know. Maybe I was born with it. So I don't know. Thanks to my parents then. So I wonder if there's stripes on the back too. Probably. So maybe I should add some black here. But also, when it comes to pixel art, it's I still feel like it's just learning the rules. The rules of what works and what doesn't. So like how to place pixels next to each other so they work off each other somehow. That's like one, but how exactly I do it, I can't really describe. I mean, I have like a sort of a model in my head how pixels should be placed next to each other. But it's not something I can really put into words very well. But also, as you see, a lot of it is just, placing these pixels, seeing what it looks like, and then changing it again. So it's just a lot of experimentation. I'm not really liking how the backside looks right now, though. So I struggle plenty at doing this stuff. So again, I might have to put this on a body. To get a better understanding of what's going on. The thing is, though, I don't know where exactly it's supposed to go, like position-wise. So how do I figure that out? I guess by using some other head as a reference. So there's this. So I can use this, I guess. think it would be like this. Yeah. Which means that there's one pixel here that isn't shown. So first of all I can remove that. Now another thing that I don't really like is the angle of this air. But I also don't really know how I would fix it. And I could try and move some of it back here, but that's not it. What if I move this here? Yeah, I don't really know. Also, these black streaks I don't like right now. I think that's a bit better. Now, there needs to be some sort of emphasis on the sides to make it pop out more. I feel like I need to add another color, but what would that color be? Are these the same? They're kind of different, so maybe I can reuse that. The difference is so small that I might as well combine these. One thing in pixel art is that if you have lots of colors that are next to each other but that are not that different, then it becomes kind of muddy or blurry. So usually it's good to limit your palette when working with pixel art. What if I added some of this orange here somewhere? That might be better. I think we're starting to get somewhere here. So, how about trying this on a body now? Where was it? This one. And then wherever the heads were here. Kinda looks like it has a face, like this would be the eyes, and this would be the mouth. This line here. So maybe I need to do something about that. Okay, this almost solved it. Yeah, this should be fine. So okay, let's flip it and then see. Flip and then and paste into a new layer. This, remove the old one, merge, save. I'm not gonna change any of the colors here anymore, I think. Actually, I might still mess with the ears a bit. But the fur goat body as well could work both with the cat and for the humans, I guess so. I'm not gonna do it today, that's for sure, but I can try some more complex clothes maybe next time then. So a fur goat might be it. Though it's kind of harder to draw bodies since those need way more frames than the head does. Like when I was working on the suit, it took quite a while to do all this stuff, and the suit is easy because there wasn't that many changes needed for the template that I had. But eventually I'm gonna have to do more bodies anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I wanna see what this looks like in the game now. So it's saved. And let's launch. New game. there is something amiss here. But that was probably just the copy pasting issue. Unless actually that might work even better, because again you get this hunched version then. So let's see how it looks now. This looks awesome. I didn't try the bald head with hats and accessories before. Like this one, this is awesome. Sort of like a security guard type. Yeah. This looks good now. So, Mr. Whiskers. What's there's a cat logo somewhere too. And hi, Justberry. Nice to see you on the stream as well. Where's the cat logo? There's too many logos maybe. Okay, done. Done. Ah yes, ah yes. Look for employees, cat. But I still need to do the boss. Because the hand colors are wrong right now. So I wonder if any other cats showed up in the CV as well. Yeah, they did. And we have the engineer here. And who else do we have? The tester is a cat. The alien, I guess. A variety of characters. Okay, so I said I wanted to change the hands. How that works is there's a color replace feature. That I can copy paste from here. So this is the original color code, and this is the replacement color code. That's how it works. And let's see. So this color code would be, wait, is it here? Nope, and stop, it's this one. So this is TF and so on, which is this one, isn't it? TFB797. TFB797, yeah. So that one, let's just copy paste this here. So that one I'd replace with this color, I guess. Which is this. So now the next one, CF and so on, which I assume, whoops, is this, yes, CFA77F. CFA77F, yep. And that I will replace with this one. I mean this one, which is 3A2E20. Now the last one, oops, what am I doing? Is A0 and so on. Yep, A0795E, which is A0795E, yep. And that will be this color. And that should work then. And there are the balls. Awesome! On this guy as well. Yeah, looking at this guy right now, it's nothing like me. So, and the head kind of seems bigger than mine, but it's fine. Yeah, it's still a good face, I do agree. It came out well. And I especially like the lynx, or the cat, or whichever we decided is. So yes, I'm very happy with how these things went today. Let's remove this layer. So I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up here. It's been quite long already, like 3.5 hours. And the cat face, yes. So let me switch to the ending scene. I'm starting to feel it. I'm getting like aches in my body. I should be stretching and whatnot. So also need a bathroom break. Although maybe it's too much information, I don't know. So, moving programmer. Yeah, that's rare. I mean, programmers, they should be sitting still. So, chairs. So anyway, I want to thank you all for joining in today again. I really enjoyed it today, and hopefully we'll do some more fun stuff next time. I don't really know yet what it will be, but I guess either programming or pixel art. I'm thinking I won't be doing music for a while on stream. Not because there's a specific reason not to, but I don't know. I had some reasoning in my head the other day why I should do more. Just because it says programming I can learn from. I mean, I've been also considering doing the Minecraft programming on stream sometimes, but maybe I should do that on a separate day and keep Mondays on office management after all. We'll see. I'm not sure. So anyway, let's wrap it up then. Thanks again for watching, and you stay safe and healthy out there in this crazy world. And do wash your hands and do all the other stuff that you should be doing. So anyway, bye. Yeah, stay frosty. I almost would have forgotten. So how do I even end this stream? Oh, here's the button.